Davis, Olympic silver medalist, three-time NCAA champ, and he's here coaching in Akron. And just tell us a little bit about what you're doing here.
Well, I'm actually here to coach Ali Nasser. He's a university wrestler. I've been working with him for a few months now.
He beat Coleman Scott.
He beat Coleman Scott. Yep. And so been trying to work with him and get him ready, get him going. And then I came with the California team, so we have about, I want to say 15 kids that are wrestling on cadet level, and then I help out with them as well. But I'm mostly here for Ali.
Give us a little background on him, because he's a pretty impressive kid.
Yes. Well, I first met him in 2012 at the Junior Nationals. I coached him a little bit there, so I had a chance to see what he has. And then when I was training for my match against Nick Simmons, I was going into Fresno State College, and he was the best guy in the room. So I was rolling around with him, and he helped me get ready. He helped me get ready for Nick Simmons. And so since then, I was working out a little bit there, and then I noticed he was in there, so I asked him what he's doing. He said he's competing, and I just asked him if I could help him, and he was up for it. And I was just going in there, running him through practices, getting him ready for the U.S. Open. And then the coaches found out I was helping him, and they said, hey, we want you to go out to the U.S. Open and coach him, and go out to the universities and coach him. So I thought it was a great opportunity, and it feels good to be back on the scene. I've been away from wrestling for a few years, and it just feels good to be back.
You look like you can still roll around and do some damage. Any thoughts of coming back at all?
All those thoughts always creep in my mind. I don't know if that'll ever go away, but I feel good. I'm rolling around with Ali, and yeah, I can't say never.
You had a great career. I mean, you did extremely well in college, and you did well on the international level. And talk about this tournament. Did you ever wrestle in universities?
I didn't wrestle in the University Nationals. No. I wrestled in the Junior Filas, and then I actually wrestled in the University Worlds. They needed a 60-kilo guy, and they called me, and so I just went up a weight class to compete. And I was in Japan that year. It was I want to say 99. So.
Sure. Talk a little bit about Fresno State's bringing wrestling back. I know that's a source of pride for you too, to see that program coming back. I mean, just talk about that.
Oh yes, it's a huge deal. As you know, there's not many programs that come back. So for that to happen in Fresno is going to be huge for the community. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll be able to be a part of that. But it's going to be a process. They still have to find a coach and everything, and then hopefully I'll be a part of that program.
Is that something you're interested in? Maybe being a coach, helping coach there?
Oh, definitely. I mean, just to coach on that level is I think where I can be most effective. There in the open level as well. But I have a lot to offer there for those guys, and I'd love to just be a part and put my experience into the mix.
So being a college coach is something you definitely want to do now?
Oh, sure, definitely. I'd love to. It's a great opportunity to work with some good kids.
Talk about our senior team right now. I mean, who do you like among the guys? We're almost going into the Olympics again. I know you remember a pretty special time in 04 when you went to the Olympics. I mean, just talk about the guys we have now and maybe what our chances are for the U.S.
Right, and I'm always real biased towards the guys that are offensive. I was offensive wrestler, love to attack, so I'm always looking at those guys that that have real explosiveness. Burroughs, obviously, and Coleman Scott. I mean, those guys, they're offensive. They attack a lot and they get their explosive shots. So guys like that, Jordan Oliver, guys like that, I enjoy watching, and I think they can do well. Always. The coaching staff's amazing. I know Bruce Burnett's there working with them, so I know they can do some good things.
Last thing, you like these freestyle rules now? I mean, seems to be a lot more action, a lot more scoring.
Yes, I like the 2-point takedown, obviously.
That would have been good when you were wrestling.
It would have been great when I was in there. So I like that, and hopefully they don't change the rules too many more times, because it just seems every year they're doing something to change. So I'm trying to catch back up. I've been out of the mix for a minute, so up new rules. I'm still trying to learn them. But obviously the 2-point takedown is awesome. I like the 4-point moves, 4-point throws are game changers. So
thanks for your time, Steven.
Thank you.
All right.